it's Jenny with Jenny's Sweet Boutique, and today I am working in the garden. I have been working on just a few projects, just a little bit of projects. It's a beautiful day today, so I wanted to bring you along with me. I thought I would show you what my garden looks like right now and bring you along with the projects I'm doing. I teach how to make wreaths. I do a lot of wreath making here and some Etsy tips. I also inspire you to make your home beautiful inside and out. So today we're going to be doing the outside part. I love gardening. I love all things flowers, and so this should be fun. Right now it's early spring, so my garden is not looking great right now. I have lots of ideas and fun things to do, so hopefully if your garden is not where you'd like it to be, this would be inspiring for you, because my garden is nowhere near where I want it to be. But I thought it would be fun to see the progress and share the progress with you guys. The first thing I'm going to do is work on my raspberry plants. I did a video in the fall about cleaning up my raspberries and cutting them back, and I just have to do a few. Sorry, there's a bug. And I apologize if there's lots of noise around. There's lawnmowers and everyone's home right now, so there's lots of noise. But what I was saying is I'm just going to dig up a few suckers. That's what they're called, suckers, that are out of place. I've got a good amount of raspberries now. Normally I would just transplant them somewhere else in my garden, but I don't have a lot of space, so I'm just going to dig them up and give them to my brother who lives just a mile down the road. So that's what I'm going to do first. All right, let's go. Hopefully these are okay. I watered it in, and my brother will be by tonight to pick them up, hopefully. Hang in there, little guys. I took them out of the sun, put some water on them, so hopefully they will be nice and fresh soon, and I tried to cover up all the roots. My raspberries, they fruit on second year canes. So these are the second year. These popped up last year. Last year in the spring, they looked like this. And these next year will look like this. So hopefully we'll be getting a lot of fruit this year on these raspberries. I did a quick little fall cleanup video last fall where I trimmed back my raspberries. So after these fruit, they will all be cut back to the ground, and then all these new things will be left. So yeah, I was just digging some up for my brother and sister-in-law, since I have some unruly shoots that are outside of my area, and I had some back by my peach tree. This is all kind of crazy right now. I need to retie everything, and I also have some blackberries like that I need to retie. So I will be showing you guys that soon. I use grass as mulch. I know it's not very pretty right now, but I'm gonna put pretty mulch over the top of it. But it feeds the soil and it keeps it moist, and it's great. And it's good use of your grass clippings. But I have some perennials around my kids' trampoline. It's kind of an eyesore, but my kids love it, and it keeps them busy in our little backyard. I want to make it a sanctuary for them and for me. But these perennials will get much, much bigger throughout the season, and then they die back to the ground in the winter, but then they come back every year. So it should be fun to see how these progress throughout the season. That's why this video is not going to have the prettiest plants yet, but it'll be fun to see the progression. So those are my perennials, and then I have strawberry beds right here. Lots of strawberries. I have tulips in dark purple and light pink back there. I just threw them in the ground because I didn't have anywhere soft soil to put them, but eventually I'll move them to a better spot. But for now, that's where they are. And then I have some artemisia and lavender, some sedum. Oh, I love sedum. They're so pretty, and they can be neglected really well. So I have pretty bad soil back here. So I planted some drought resistant and easy to maintain plants. And there's some more yarrow. I love how feathery this is. It's so soft and feathery. And there's some more. This right here is garden space. Yeah, I'll be planting some of my vegetables in this area. And then I've got some daisies and other flowers here, perennials. Lamb's ear. I love the lamb's ear. It's so soft. Look at that gorgeous texture. Oh, I love it. And some scabiosa, veronica, I think, and some daisies. And then I have some irises here. They'll be really pretty soon. My lawn, I have these really ugly plants that I kind of want to get rid of. I liked them for the shape of their branches on the bottom, but that's a wasp. I'm not loving them. And then I have some hostas coming up there, and then this is just a giant mess. I want to get rid of the rocks and plant a beautiful perennial border here. Then I have an apple tree, a boxwood. I need to get rid of all these rocks still. That's a project I'm hoping to do very soon, and I will show you, of course. And then some more boxwoods. And then this is where I have worked on the soil. I just planted these for some color. I've got some violas, and then boxwood and another apple tree so they can pollinate each other, cross-pollinate. Gotta have two. So yeah, and then I have these beautiful white daffodils. I love these. Aren't they so pretty? I love the white. It just, oh, they're stunning. So I have some of the flowers mixed in there. And then behind, I have some daisies that will pop up. I want this to be more perennial garden. I'm slowly adding to it. And then there's some more daisies back there and some more of this. For mulch, I have leaves that this is all leaf mulch from last year. I put some ground into it and I put some through the lawnmower and just put it directly onto the soil. And then some of it I bagged in a black plastic bag, put some water in it and some holes. And that also did really well. And it's so good for your soil. I wanted to do a video on that in the fall, but it didn't quite finish. Wow, isn't that pretty? Look at that white. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And then back behind there, this is a really shady area. So I have a few hostas that are poking up. So there's some hostas right here. So they'll be taking center stage when these daffodils die back. There's some hostas right here. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. And then some hostas back there. They're actually getting sun right now, which is really nice. They normally don't get sun. And then I have a foxglove there, and I have some more foxgloves I'm going to plant back there. It'll be a really pretty shade area. Here's a different view of all of that from a corner. I know the lighting's not great right now, but that's what it looks like. And then I've got lots of trees all around. Aren't they pretty? And this is gonna look a lot prettier in the summer, and eventually, I know it's not pretty right now, but hopefully it will be soon. And then next I'll show you my garden beds. So first I have this herb pot, which it's coming back to life right around now. Got mint growing around the sides. Always keep mint in containers because it will take over. And I've got some parsley right here and sage. Pretty. It's coming back to life. And chives. I cook with chives all the time, and they're pretty. They get the really pretty purple little fuzzy balls on the top. They're starting to come up already. We've already, as you can see, a lot of them are already picked off. I've been cooking with these a lot. And then I also have, I think herbs are so pretty too. I think they are just a gorgeous part of the garden, and you can use them. I also think vegetables are pretty. This is not so pretty. This is my little mini greenhouse things. I have some summer crops planted in those, but it's too cold in my area to plant any tomatoes and zucchini or anything like that. So that's why they're in the milk containers. And then I have different kinds of onions I just planted. I wish I would have done a video where I planted these, but I unfortunately did not. But I've got some kale and other things coming up. I have a soaker hose that's... There was a wasp. So I also have parsley that's seeded in the middle, but I've been using it, so it works out. I've got a little bit of chives right there. And then I've got some lettuce coming up over here. This is parsley. It's lettuce from last year, actually. Isn't that gorgeous? I love lettuce. Oh, I think they look pretty in planters too. And then I have some snap peas coming up. Oh, I love snap peas. Look at all those. Oh, they're gonna be so good. Look at that. Isn't that nice? So those are my spring things coming up. I also just picked up some things for my front planter. I've done a planter before. I'll link that video down below and here if I can. But it's all in the shade, so this is gonna be a summer planter. I've done a fall one before. So I got shade-loving plants that are really bright and pretty. So these begonias love shade. I've got creeping Jenny that does fine in the shade. And then the coleus, because they're so bright and pretty. But flowers normally don't do so well in that spot in my front porch because it's so shady. So when I do a video of that, I will show you. Maybe I'll do it in this one. I'm not sure yet. And then I also picked up a couple foxgloves. Aren't these so pretty? Bellflowers. I call them foxgloves. So I picked up 2 of these for that back corner I was showing you. Right over there, that's kind of shady. And they'll grow nice and tall. And they will self-seed and keep growing. And then some more sedum. This is a different kind than I showed you in the back. But these get these beautiful bright blooms. And they're also very drought tolerant. You can see their water demands are very low, which we live in a desert area, so that is really nice. I like low maintenance plants. So hopefully I'll be planting those really soon. Now I'm gonna go plant these in the back corner where it's kind of shady. And these will grow up and be so pretty and I can't wait. So baby steps. Oh, also a little tip. I like to buy my perennials. These are actually biennials, but they seed themselves, so I consider them a perennial. But I like to buy these in 4-inch pots as opposed to the gallon size because it's way cheaper. You can get more plants and they're gonna fill in really fast anyways. Can you see the worm? There's lots of worms, so you know it's good healthy soil. There, look how cute they are. That'll look so pretty later on. I love that. I like to plant in groups of 3. One of the other benefits of getting a 4-inch pot perennial instead of a huge gallon size is you don't have to dig as big of a hole. And sometimes my soil, especially along my fence here, I've been working really hard to soften it up, but sometimes it's really hard to dig in. All right, looks good. Oh, I love this area. I can't wait to plant many, many more flowers. I need to tie those raspberries up. The string broke. They're out of control, but hopefully we get a lot of berries this year. I like to have the perennials grow up nice and big so they kind of hide the trampoline. And then I'll plant some herbs or flowers in here. It was my daughter's fairy garden. And the strawberries. But yeah, this will hopefully be surrounded by beautiful flowers. This is the walkway that my kids go on the trampoline, so that is the plan. Woo! Oh, it feels so good to work in the garden. I just loved it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I also wanted to ask you guys, do you have a garden? What do you have in your garden? Are you planting a vegetable garden? Do you have any fruits? Do you just have a flower garden? If you do, let me know. I would love to see it. And let me know what you thought of what I have so far. If you have any ideas or anything you would change. There's a lot I would change too, and I'm working on it. Anyway, if you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. and I will see you in the next video. Bye.